This morning, Donald Jackass Trump became officially sentenced as a 34 count convicted felon. This was a optically important thing to have happened, and under the circumstance of what's going on, it's brilliant the way it worked out. And I know people are a little upset because we wanted this big perp walk, little golden handcuffs around little tiny hands, and we didn't get it yet. But here's the beautiful thing. As they said in the process of this, Judge Marchand and the sentencing, the both sides, were in a way wanted it to happen. Trump's legal team can't fully appeal everything about this case that they wanted them to appeal because the cycle wasn't finished, because the sentencing wasn't finished, it wasn't completed, which is the same type of thing with the certification of the election. So now that the certification is done, remember when I was talking earlier in different videos and on my lives about the different laws that have been tweaked or changed or written since 2016, specifically pertaining to this type of activity and the prosecution and investigation of this type of activity. I was bringing that up to look at the big picture, and how it ties in with the Judge Marchand thing is simple. Donald Trump and his gang of merry red-hatted idiots have been going around for years saying that he gets basically there. He's never done anything wrong, and the ultimate proof of it, he has never been sentenced. He's got a clean record. It's not optically on his marquee of his Donald J. Trump. Now it is, permanently, for the rest of his life. It's done as of this morning. So now, where it stands is Trump's people are going to go all out and appeal every single thing about this case, trying to get it thrown out. But it stays on his record. The reason they're able to appeal it on different levels is because it's completed. The same thing with the certification of the that we know has tons of issues in it. I know people keep thinking of the timeline. I know people keep thinking of, we wanted this faster. Where's the incident of this person did something wrong? This person did. Jack Smith, Merrick Garland, they're all. Jack Smith's reports of J6 are coming out. The in-depth reports any day now. So if you're going to look at the timeline of J20th of being a false deadline, remember, Executive Order 13843 dictates 45 days going to December 21st, another 45 days, which has the sanctions and punishments involved, which is right in front of us right at this very second. And there will be more punishments coming out, mark my words. And then 30 days after that, that the sitting president immunity, Dark Brandon Joe Biden, will still be sitting in office up until his 30 days when he decides what to do about all the evidence that is brought to his attention before the 45, 45, and 30, and internationally. And what we do know internationally is there's already been reports released from Ukraine and other countries in reference to interference in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, when I keep saying sit back and look at the big picture and stop stressing out, I mean it. Everything is happening for a reason. And before you get upset with any of that because you don't quite understand why or how or the process or whatever, don't bring yourself down that rabbit hole and recognize one simple thing. Trump's biggest argument about his perfection and his innocence was taken away from him for the rest of his life this morning. And all of his people that used that same argument for the last 10 years, it was taken from them this morning too. That's progress. Now, it may be a little bit easier of a pill to swallow what's coming next on the test-taking side of the election side of the world, because all of the information that's about to come out about J6 and the reports and whatever is released for the documents. Remember, there are two other cases still going in the documents case, so they may not want to release all of that evidence right now, but they may release some. They are going to release most of the J6. That is going to tie in other people in different positions in government and will trigger legal action against them too. When I said this is just beginning, I'm not kidding. There is a lot going on behind the scenes. So please take a step back, take a deep breath, and relax. Have faith that all of this is going to come together. And January 20th is kind of flexible. Just in case, do you think they did enough pre-game protection with the fences, with the armed forces, with all the security? With already J6 was a national emergency filed years ago to make sure there's enough resources. They're that prepared for J6. What do you think they're prepared for on J19 and J20? What do you think the investigations have turned up since 2016? We're about to find out. Calm down. Grab your popcorn and appreciate what's actually happening right now. This is history, and you want to soak in every little corner of it that you can without stress. Just recognize and repeat one simple thing. He's not in yet. Stay diligent, stay educated, and be kind. We are all in this together. We got to focus on the big picture, and it will all be clear very, very soon. Pay attention. My hawk hair tribute continues.